The finishing touch is what's missing for Magnus, and that's worrisome.
There's a handshake. We start c4. He's changing his repertoire in this tournament. He started with knight f3 every white game.
Exactly.
Now we have the English.
English. And bishop b4, which has made a comeback. At one time, bishop b4 was just kind of like a variant that people were aware of and played it on occasion. Now it's really become
This is a super
popular.
rare position already. We're only 5 moves in, and are there even any games in the database? But they're blitzing. They know this. It's prep for them.
It seems so. Miro, jump in. Is this the latest and greatest of English theory?
Of course.
We do have queen d3
Queen
on the
d3.
board.
Queen d3. I don't like queen d3.
And queen to e6.
I would have played rook d1 instantly.
5 minutes, 30 seconds for Gukesh, 4 minutes with an absolutely wild position. It seems balanced. What's your intuition telling you that this result is going to be? Let's make some predictions, in-game live predictions.
I don't know. I feel that Gukesh is doing well. So this is, I think Magnus is not happy.
He's building up on
too many threats. So if I have to bet, I would bet on Gukesh.
Wow.
Now this is in this position.
Big moment.
King is open. Yeah, and Queen d3. I'm not sure the good moves. I think Magnus, he definitely lost his. And I can imagine what's happening in his head. So he had such a good position. I think he thinks, why the hell I played before? So that's why I opened this. Why I gave him the chances. So I could have played. Just it's this again. But that's the nervous. He came here just to take a revenge for Norway chess, and that's not good. You don't, you play chess. You don't try to win the game. Because it's an emotional importance to you. Yeah.
So you do think that it's a big emotional moment right now for Magnus. Let's see.
It is a big emotional moment. This is whatever he says. It's a big emotional moment, and it's.
He likes to say it isn't, but
no, whatever he says, it's yeah. He has to say that, but it's still a big emotional moment. Yeah. So, and it's knight goes on c4. This is g4 maybe at one point. Yeah. But
how big would a victory here for Gukesh be? Not only from a standpoint of the tournament, but psychologically, back-to-back victories.
Psychologically,
against Magnus.
Let's not
if he gets there.
Let's not rush.
If he
let's not put a horse before cart. But it's if he gets in, because it's not just a game you won big. It's a fight. It's a real fight. So beating Magnus if he wins. If he wins. Anything can happen against if he wins. While Magnus, came to the game, just with full rage. So that's a very, very big deal. Mm-hmm. It's a very, very big deal. Just even if we forget a simple thing that is probably winning the game, he'll win the tournament, the rapid part of the tournament. So there's a very good chance that he'll end up on top of the tournament.
He's going to have 10 points way up in the lead. Magnus is feeling the pressure down to his last minute and 30 seconds on his clock.
I don't like it. Queen d3 is a bad move. So, but just go back. Just as what was this? Is this? Am I correct that there was a different move here? You have to make.
No, Queen d3 seems to have been fine.
Rook c5.
Rook c5 is what he played, and right now, what's your feeling telling you? How should he proceed? How should Gukesh go for? Go for it.
Knight c4, queen d5.
E4.
Because now he closed. Now knight is not hanging. Now knight on b6 is not hanging.
This is the best move played.
Yeah, e4.
In 10 seconds.
Because knight is not. Again, that's what he does. That's why he became the champion.
So if I go queen to d4 right now.
King h7, king g8. I don't know.
Queen d4 is on the board. And I don't have rook to e5 because
check
of queen
a2,
a2.
check a2. Oh, that's a problem.
King g8.
Yes, that's a problem.
On the board.
That's a problem. I think it's Magnus isn't. Okay, rook e1, rook. I don't know, rook a1 maybe. I don't know, rook a1, queen h. Rook a1.
Down to his last minute on the clock, Magnus right now.
Rook a1.
Rook A1, perhaps take.
Then maybe rook e5.
Then rook to E5.
Queen h3, yes. Oh, I don't know.
Queen H3. Oh my goodness.
No, queen aces.
Something tells me this is going to be impossible to handle with less than a minute on the clock. It's just such a tough position.
No, I think this is, yeah, before.
That was
You don't, it's terrible. You don't do that.
not over yet. Rook to D1. Let's see.
He thinks,
If anybody will fight, it's going to be Magnus. He wants to go rook to E5, I think. Rook to E5, Queen A2, and rook D2. Is that it?
no, but queen h3. Queen h3. Queen h3.
Yeah.
Because take rook at kind of f3, that's it.
It's over.
So he takes f3. He takes f3, it's...
Gukesh is feeling it right now. You can see
But he
it.
takes f3 still, but somehow...
He took it.
But what's the best move? Because the computer doesn't see us winning.
Rook to C2
Rook
seems
c2.
to...
Rook c2 is the only
I mean,
move.
that's such...
Rook c2, but you
Such a difficult
you
move to
can't
make.
find the move. Rook c2, queen h3, king g1,
Queen H3,
king g1,
King to G1, yes.
and it's still. Oh yes, white is even winning. Can Magnus find rook c2?
Rook C2 is a huge move right now. Let's see if he finds it. Rook E5. Queen H3 is over.
Queen h3 is winning. Yes.
Queen H3 is winning right now. Gukesh
That's
is pulling his sleeves,
yep. It's a big moment.
ready to seize
It's
the
a big
moment.
moment. I hope Magnus will not stop loving Zagreb after this. Yes. Yeah, it's the rook c2, but rook c2 is impossible to find. Yes, it's the. It's but again, it's you don't play before, you don't open the position, so that's the. No,
This is the moment right now. Queen to
Yep.
H3. He's looking at it.
okay. I made a bad joke about the rook takes a3. Yes, okay, that's there are many moves winning now. Yeah, now rook takes a3, knight c4.
So what is the... How do you finish things off after rook to E3?
Rook takes a3, or just no. This is queen h5. Yeah, just there's so many.
Queen H5, I mean,
Queen
that's
H- yeah, this is
probably the way to do it.
Yeah, is the. I'm thinking about. Also, yeah, that's.
Queen H5 is completely winning as well. Yes,
Yeah, this is
this seems to be it.
similar taking on d1. Yes.
Yes. Seems to be enough.
Okay. Gukesh has 4 minutes.
4 minutes against 35 seconds for
Yes, but
Magnus
this is- yeah,
right
Magnus.
now.
Yeah, but yeah, that's still before is not
Knight
Not-
C4, okay.
c4. Still winning, yes.
Still completely winning.
Still completely winning. Actually, it's probably even better because it's just it's just psychologically it's more unpleasant because it's now rook take a3 is threat.
You can see the frustration on Magnus right now. He understands. Yeah, this might be it.
4 pieces in the attack, and this is no. Yeah,
10 seconds. Rook to A5.
rook to a5. Yes. It doesn't have to take rook e8. I would have played rook e8. Yeah, that's just not to.
You want the mate, Garry. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
but
want
it's
G4,
rook, yes,
Queen
yes,
H2.
whatever this is yeah, queen h5. So this he took on a5. That's it's still
Rook to E8 once again, perhaps. That should be winning. Let's see, if you go rook to E8, queen takes D6.
queen f5 check, mate.
F5.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And
Queen
that's
F5,
rook e2 and mate.
that's the mate.
Rook e8.
Rook to
I
E8.
would still keep my knight on c4 alive. Yes, it's more aesthetically. That's more.
You wanted to keep the knight on C4.
Exactly. Nice. Yeah. Big moment. Very big moment.
I think so.
This is, yes, Magnus collapsed, and just he had everything. So he had great position.
He will have the chance, obviously, in Blitz to bounce back against Gukesh in their direct matchup, but still, such a big moment for the young Indian superstar.
Yeah, it's still. That's not. He's trying to
Calm things down.
to calm things down. So this is just collect all the pawns, and this is that's it. Yes.
Queen to F2, perhaps. Oh,
Queen f2 you can't. His rook is hanging, so you have to go queen.
Queen
Queen
D2.
d3, queen c5 check.
Yeah.
and then take the pawn with a check. So it's so it's over.
Take on c6
Okay.
with
The
the check.
table is solid. Yes, yes.
Let's see. Let's see.
Table, yes, table is solid. Yeah.
10 seconds for Magnus. He played queen d7. The table is solid. It's a
Queen
great
d7.
point.
Yes, and queen c5 check, maybe, or just I don't know, 93 maybe, 93.
93. Rook to d2. Only move to not get checkmated.
Mm-hmm.
And there could be a few ways, perhaps. Get knight to
This is
c5 back.
trying to. Yeah, but again, this is too much time on Gukesh.
This is something that, again, he's not known for. To play so well on the clock as well, to manage his time so well. Being up 2 minutes 40 seconds against 18 seconds against Magnus, we don't see that very often.
No.
This type of pressure on the clock.
Yeah.
It's usually Magnus
I think
that puts the pressure
yes.
on the clock.
Gukesh will probably play queen c5 check, king h1. I think he will check and 93.
93 first.
Rook d2.
Queen c1, he's following.
Knight g4 check, yes. Yep, correct. King e2, queen c4 then.
He's playing the best moves, Garry, right now.
Yeah, but we know
It's
that.
just
We know that
incredible.
he plays best moves. Yeah, again, this is the era of computers. King e2.
King e2, 95.
Queen c4 check.
Queen c4.
Or 95, I don't know. 95 take on c6, yeah, that's simple, yes. But queen c4 also looks good. I think he goes queen c4 check. That's check is nice. Oh no, 95.
He wants to eliminate that pawn on c6.
Yeah, just just to extra. Yeah, that's
Stay
it.
safe.
I-
And the thing is,
he'll resign
I
now.
can just simply take on c6 because of...
You can take with a knight.
Yes.
I think Magnus resigns now. Yeah? No, come on, you should resign, Magnus. you should probably stop. Yes.
He's going to go queen e7.
Queen c4 check.
Queen to c4 check.
I don't know, or knight takes c6.
Knight takes c6.
Yeah, but this, any move is good.
Knight takes c6.
Yeah, knight takes c6.
Queen to e4.
Rook takes a5.
Rook takes a5 with the threat. Rook to e5.
Extra piece, but plus attack.
Who has the compensation?
Yes, nice. Magnus can't, just...
And if you go rook to c2, maybe just rook to e5. Oh no, sorry.
Queen takes.
That would be nice. Queen takes c2 and knight to d4.
Okay, fine.
Resignation. Gukesh. Wow.
So that's yeah. You don't play before.
First reaction.
Big. Look, very important day. Yes, I think it's the now we can question Magnus' domination because it's not just a second loss, but it's just it's a very convincing loss. So again, it's not miracle by just Gukesh benefiting from Magnus' terrible mistakes, but it's a game that was a big fight and Magnus lost. Serious.
Do you think Magnus, do you think he feels that as well right now? Back-to-back losses against Gukesh?
It is.
Do you think he's starting to have those type of thoughts?